Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Drop Duchy Episode 2. So let's dive in to Act 2. New card or new technology. We've got plenty of good cards and not a lot of wheat to expand our slots. So I think we will go University. Boost exploration or a tech card any type. Let's boost 15 gold when exploring a single row, multi-row, or when exploring a terrain you have 20% chance to get double. Ooh, and this one is... The other thing you want to pay attention to is what resources upgrade them. I mean, wheelbarrow's really good too. Getting cash for singletons? I think I might do wheelbarrow. Lots of rivers, lots of mountains, and a little plains. That's okay. Now, one thing we want to do here is our wood clearer is now useless because we have abandoned that. So we can sell it for 50 gold and a whole bunch of wheat. Basically, whatever we put into it. So it's not like we wasted that. Right then, let's see here. We need some stone before we can upgrade carpenter. Wheelbarrow can get an upgrade. Heavy plow can absolutely get... Well, hang on. We can do a fluvial guard, level 3. Yeah, unfortunately, wood was a bit of a bottleneck here. We also still need to get watchtower at a level 3, but that's okay. Let's dive in here. All right, we are short one thing because we sold off our one thing, so we could hire a mercenary, actually. Why not? Let's hire a mercenary, 100 gold or 150 of that. I think we're going to pay the gold. So now we have, and this is only going to be in our deck for one round, but it'll help out. A little extra military. Now, yeah, mountains give us stone. None of our cards work with stone, but that's okay. We'll make do, and we need a little bit of the stone resource in order to upgrade a couple of our stuff. So yeah, let's dive in. I don't see any particularly bad one. The alarm tower could be a little annoying. It gets stronger when it's in aligned with my military, but that's we just dodge. Ooh, starting out with all rivers. Okay, well, sounds like a job for fluvial here. What I might do is I might make the river like go up one side. Just so that we can maximize our fluvial guard mojo. Ooh, Burgomaster. All right, if we carpenter into here... Yeah, because we want stuff aligned up here. We want the alarm tower, although maybe we don't. Maybe the alarm tower missing the carpenter buff will help us just play lots of our military buildings here on the second rank. Because it does not bonus itself off of Actually, if we slap the strategic pavilion in here, we can put the carpenter right here, and neither of these two will get bonuses. The fluvial guard's going to go right here. I could just lay this flat if I really wanted to. All right, Burgomaster. We do still kind of want to make sure you're touching the river here. Because, yeah, actually, if we put the carpenter here, it does not get fluvialed. But we can, yeah, we can burgomaster over here. Actually, yeah, let's put the carpenter first. There's the fluvial. We do need to make sure that we get some sort of a river piece here, because I think I now realize it needs to reach around a little bit. So I don't want to cap it like here. We do something like that, and then we watchtower here. All right, we fluvial over here. We knew that. Oh, here, right there. So if we do the thing right here, this works out. All right, we're gonna strategic over here. Vanilla mercenary camp. We could put you here, but then that's going to bonus off of when we put our guy over here. They'll have to. We'll live. You know, I'm just going to keep you in reserve for a hot minute. What do we want? We could mercenary camp up, although that's going to trigger the alarm tower. Because that goes all the way up here. Yeah, might need to anyway. There we go. That's the river that we needed. You know, we could just sneak the mercenary camp in right here. Yeah, let's sneak the mercenary camp in right here. Because then you get carpentered, you get fluvialed. And there's our fortified farm. Yeah, you're fine right there. I think we're gonna no, that actually is a bad place for strategic, so we'll nestle this into here. I do want to actually start clearing some lines here. And then that's gonna set this thing off. Yeah. There we go. A barracks, eh? Because I'm trying to think of the best way to fill this little gap right here. That would set you off, though. And, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of buildings here, so that's okay. That's facing the wrong way for there. Yeah, we can put you like here. Fortunately, yeah, we capped out the river here, so we can't fluvial. And yeah, we do want to make sure that you... Prospects are not looking good for here. I mean, unless I strategic pavilion and they bonus each other, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, the last piece lets us get in there. Which is problematic because we're going to need to place our... You know what? Strategic pavilion goes right there. There. Yeah, we'll do that. We get you in there. This gives us a bit more. And that gives us even more. Okay, let's fight. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see here. Arrows into... So what do we have a lot of? We have a lot of swords. We can smack their arrows. We have a lot of arrows too. The only thing we... Actually, yeah, we have plenty of... We have plenty of goodies. Let's just brute force this. Those, get rid of those, get rid of those. Actually, hang on. There, got that, got that. Turn you into swords, smack, smack. What are we missing? Arrows beat axes, turn into swords, swords beat arrows, swords beat arrows, and then we just gather up the rest of our army. Doesn't really matter what form they are at the end. Sweet. All right. Minimum flow counts as a river, connects through... Okay. Our tax office is really good too. Man. But actually having extra rivers... Let's do it. Alright, new tech card. No choice there. Modifies cards. Modifies cards. Upgrade costs, tech costs. We'll do upgrade costs. Dang, I was hoping it would offer me stone because that's something we really want to purchase. I do think, actually, you know, we want Food Depot because we're going to need that last slot opened up. So we'll take the damage, we'll take the deal. Let's go to the guild, see what they're offering us. Building that produces gold. Religious building, military building. Building that produces gold. Another bridge. You know, multiple bridges help each other, but man, the tax office? Let's go tax office. Alright, we got some upgrading to do here. Treadmill crane to make it cheaper to upgrade buildings. And now everything else is cheaper. Like, oh, I don't know. The level 3 barracks. And the tax office. And we've got more than enough to buy our next thing. So who's got the most river? You got the most river. Although you're not too bad. 35. You know what? We can do you. We got a bridge. We got a tax office. Beautiful. All right, prison. If an adjacent enemy building has more than 45, remove all swords. So if we put our barracks next to their prison, we'll take care of them. We just need to keep them away from the siege camps. Mercenary camp is just generic. All right, starting off with the prison already. That's fine. And you know what? I'm fine with mercenary camp too. We can make our lower level. We have to save this area for our barracks. Like, just full stop. I'm gonna save you. We can sneak something underneath there. Yeah, actually we can sneak this under here because a rank 2 carpenter. There we go. Because that way we can get the river growing too, and that'll get the carpenter fluvialed. Because yeah, this is our main wood production since we don't have. All right, we have to keep this little area open. So we will put you over here. Let's put the watchtower here. Although it's not going to be a very good watchtower. Tax office is interesting, like right on top of where we would put that. Yeah, if we put you over like here. No, we put you over here. It's not the strongest, but we got to keep the river going. You need to be swapped out. Put you... Yeah, no good place for either of these. I mean, I could put the mountain up here. So we put the tax office here actually kind of works. Because that'll hit our tower, that'll hit our carpenter, that'll hit their mercenary camp. And eventually our... there's our barracks. Alright, we keep this going with we keep the river going with that. This is going to need to chill for a hot minute. Yeah, this is a better piece for it overall. I guess we stack them high, and also that hits the tax office. All Alright, here we go. So not strong enough to take out the prison just yet, but yeah, we get tax officed. We get... Ooh, the burgomaster. So yeah, we put you here. I'm okay putting this over here because I want to... I want to put you here because I want all of you to get... Although... No, because then we cut off the... Dang, we need the bridge here. Alright, actually, you know what? That's fine. It's not the greatest, but I'll take it. There's the burgomaster. Yeah, we burgomaster here. And then the bridge is really going to be where... Yeah, and there it goes. Gives us plenty of gold, and it extends the river. And now we can actually drop something over here to give some fields. There you go. We just need to keep some option open for fluvial. Range 2 will hurt the barracks if we stick it here. But what do you do? Eliminate 16? I think we can absorb that. Alright, there's our fluvial. Let's see here. I don't know if I can maneuver that in. We will get a lot of benefit off of this fluvial, though. For certain. The other nice thing is the fluvial guard doesn't actually have troops itself, so it being near this siege camp doesn't really hurt us. Look at that! Now that's a fluvial. There, one more tile. And now we just... Yeah, we just want a money max here. A twofer to end things off, not too bad. And yeah, look at that. Oh man. Legion, 130 on a single building. So we don't... Oh no, we do. Yeah, we have arrows. Turn you into arrows. And now the arrow blob just keeps growing even though we're keep on absorbing axes. Arrows beat axes. Turn all of those into swords. Swords beat arrows. And that's 177 extra gold. Craziness. I'm not really feeling mountains. You know what? Harvest for each building aligned to it. Now that's a way to get stone. We'll take that. Alright, let's see if we can buy some stone, because we are in dire need. Yes! We will spend gold to buy stone. Alright, carpenter gets leveled up. What are we going to cut in favor of the stone cutter? With each building aligned to it. Because this is basically like a stone-based carpenter. I think... Because, I mean, we're making copious amounts of money as is. Oh, I probably should have treadmill craned. Alright, level 3 bridge. Yeah, we can probably cut the tax office. Nothing can be upgraded. That's fine. Alright, not as many rivers, but that's okay. We've got a bridge. We've got a stone cutter. Lots of arrows, connected mountain pieces, that's fine. We just keep them away from the mountains and we're good. Alright, we're going to want this near the burgomaster. We'll do something like this. Yeah, we can start on rank 1 here. Could also just stick this over here, start it on rank 2. I like starting them on rank 2. Because, so yeah, if we do more plains over here, then the burgomaster will start doing more stuff, and it's in fluvial range. Stone cutter. So this we're going to just put down over here. For each building aligned with it. So we could put you over here, and that aligns you. And actually, yeah, that puts you in fluvial range too. Yeah, as long as these guys aren't touching any mountains, then they get nothing. There's our fluvial, nice and early. Yeah, actually, capping it right here, not too bad. Actually, I'm going to reserve that for a minute. There's our carpenter. Carpenter goes great right here. Yeah, actually, this was fine right here. Fluvial is going to go, because the carpenter is going to sit down here. Fluvial is going to go, because we need it touching the river, obviously. It's going to cap, it's unfortunately the burgomaster production, yeah. It's unfortunately going to cap out the burgomaster. That's okay. Yep, you get some goodies. You get some goodies. Yeah, you know what? We put you here. Barracks goes over here, gets fluvialed. We put the vantage point over here. Oh, so many combos. All right. And then, you know what? We stick the vantage point here. One more goodie. Now, we can get more goodies with this stone cutter here. So that's a building aligned with it. Yeah, we'll do that. Can stick you over here. The bridge goes really well right there. Not a great use of the power, but I'm more about the military right now. We stick you over here. This is definitely... Yeah, actually Watchtower right here works really well. Lots of money there. All right, long piece. Let's. Yeah, we'll stick you here for a minute. This goes here. And then we just put lots and lots of planes up here. I'm okay capping out our... we put you here. You get turned all the planes. You get more. We can try for a Tetris here, or at least maybe a threefer. Yeah, we can do it. Well, almost a Tetris. We can do a threefer. Flip that. Flip that. And get a threefer. So good. So good. All right, let's do, what are we doing here? What are we up against? Lots of arrows. Swordsmen beat arrows. Well, and then we have these axes. So you're going to go here. And then we'll just gather up the rest of our troops. And once more over here. Yeah, at this point, like, I might want to just re-roll for attacks because I'm pretty happy with what we have. I'm not really digging that. Let's re-roll for attack. Strong defender. Increase your max. Strength in numbers is really good because we combine all those axes all the time. Yeah, strength in numbers. All right, folks. In our next episode, we will tangle with the keep. Stay tuned. It'll be a good one. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.